Hello everyone. If you're here, you're probably from yesterday from our Twitch stream when we did the build off in the Fortress community. We had 5 awesome contestants throw in their builds on a anything goes kind of just ladder thing, which made it kind of hard to grade, by the way, but we made a way to figure that out. In fact, we had 4 of us judging it, and it got more and more complicated as we got more people in there. We were 3 originally, then we had 4. We ended up with a tiebreaker twice, and then we finally came to a decision. So I hope everyone knows that our decision wasn't easy to make, but we still got through it. We pushed through. We figured out what it was, that we found the most on the top tier on it, which one was the most excellent of the 3 or most lovable of the 3. But of course the other 3 made it really hard to decide that. I want you guys to know it was a really close fucking finish, at least for the first top 3 on there. The other ones I'll put honorable mentions and stuff here, but we'll go from there. On the screen, you will see a couple of the builds on the server that were actually brought into the build battle itself. I'll also showcase some other builds that were on the server that weren't actually in the build battle, but we might see them in future builds as well. Also on the screen, when you see the builds, you'll see the roses that each one of these builders collected, and it'll actually show you how it influences whether or not we voted them higher or not. In most cases, it didn't help, but in some cases, it did help us decide who would be the winner in the end. So if you guys want to help out and help your favorite build win, go onto my Twitch chat every bi-week or whenever we decide to post it. There'll be an event on the Discord showing when it'll be exactly. Go into the Twitch chat and vote for your favorite builder. Of course, give the other ones a check too. Look at all the other builds as well, and look at all of them. Give them some roses, give some love out there. It helps them out only, and it makes things a little bit more wilder and chaotic in general, so you'll have a lot more fun with that. Before we get into anything, let's have a word from our sponsor. Hello, motherfuckers. That's right. Today, the sponsor is, well, you guys are the sponsor today. This is an official snapback that we have on the store.streamelements.com/sly_fortress. That's right. You can go and get your own hat today. Any proceeds that go to these hats literally go back to the community. So if we do giveaways and stuff like that, or any nitro giveaways, or any other fun stuff like game giveaways and stuff like that, it all comes from these hats. Anything that has a Fortress logo on it goes straight back to you guys. On top of that, I gotta plug my own stuff here too while I'm at it. We have also matching Sly Fortress hats. If you want to match with me and have a Sly Fortress hat, a snapback, I usually wear this, like, I'm wearing this all day. I actually came home today and was using it. And the blue one is just in general, I like it a lot for whenever I want to wear blue in general. It's a nice, like, lighter blue, so it fits with most of my shoes. Admittedly, I have a lot of blue shoes. I know, off color brand and stuff, right? But a lot of red shoes and a lot of blue shoes in general, so it fits really well too. I would honestly just get both. They're the yin and yang. But if you just wanted something more neutral, just something like a regular gray and black, I got you covered. We have the Sly Fortress logo hat here too. I'm gonna actually make new Fleur ones too, so if you have a Fleur in the community, or if you want your own Fleur on a sweater or so like that, we can get it on the merch store. I have a lot of slots for you guys there too. If anyone wants to commission me for anything, go to the coffee shop. It's in my link tree. It'll be down below, and go commission one. Make sure you hit me up on Discord too to let me know what you want specifically, or just want to touch base with what I'm doing there, and we'll get you going with that. We'll get it even on it on we'll get it printed on a shirt or whatever that you want it for, and then we'll have it sent out to you at some point in the future. It'd be really cool. But that's just things for you guys in general. I appreciate you guys in general, because we wouldn't be able to make these things without you guys in my community, and I want you guys to know I'm deeply, very deeply excited to keep working on these clothing and stuff like that. It's really cool. And even not just this, the sweaters too. My sweaters are amazing. I'm not wearing one right now. It's actually in the wash right now, but you know, it's really cool for next time. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Now, I want everyone to know I'm going to list off every single one of the contestants here as best as I possibly can. Every bit of info that I feel like I need to add to their actual descriptions or stuff like that, or just say little notes and stuff like that, has already been said on my Twitch chat at twitch.tv/sly_fortress. You can go over there and check it out. We have all this cool stuff going on in the next 2 weeks. We'll also have a survival server coming out too, for those of you guys who have been waiting on that too. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for that. We'll have some stuff on there too. Just keep in touch on the Discord. Literally go in the Discord. Everything's on there. Any info or anything that I want to talk about, or any notes that I want to give them, will probably privately be given to them, or it'll be on the Discord down below under the images and stuff. I'll have an actual section for every single one of the builds. Okay, so if you're interested or curious about what I had to say about the builds, go watch my Twitch or go into the Discord and see what I posted about it. Okay, let's get into this. In third place, we have JF Raya with an amazing stellar build. He made this giant ringed castle, pretty much. It's not a castle, it's more like a walled off fort around this hill that has this shining gem over it. There's some lore behind it. And on top of this hill, there's a dragon. Just pretty much either safeguarding the gem or even like attacking the gem or whatever it may be, but he's wrapped around the gem, and it's interesting as fuck to see. There is a little cave under the actual spire that he made too, that has the gem, that houses the gem itself, and it has a little lake under it, and it's amazing. And on top of that, we have like little houses and stuff on the hills, even on the inside. There's some lore within it. There's an actual giant gate in the front too, so you can see where people would come in and out, and it's very spectacular to see. And it hurts me to say that this was in my third place, but at the same time, you can see where the competition is going with this. We're gonna go into the next one. In second place, we have Tori, or Quixote Dreams. She built us a stellar and amazing point-on library that has so much detail in there, and it has so much heart. She went out of her way and added her own poetry into the lectrums, which is amazing. Me not like going off on the side to make sure that they're called lectrums or whatever they're called. Lecterns. They're called lecterns, guys. Fuck, they're lecterns. Anyways, she wrote her own poetic entries into each of these lecterns. Thank you, me. I looked it up. High five. And it was amazing. Anywhere we went into this build, we had Frost go into it, we had me go into it, we had Grim go into it, we had Mark go into it. It was just a giant fucking walkthrough of the build, non-stop. And just looking at everything on the walls, just how many like nooks and crevices there are of like detail. There are window seats for yourself if you just want to sit back and enjoy a book. There are like big table seats where you can go after school and like go read with your classmates and stuff like that, or go hang out with your friends, that kind of stuff, that ballpark. It has this remarkable staircase that gets you around up to the second floor, and the second floor wraps around over to this giant fireplace in front of everything, that you can see the entire library from the back end of it, and while also staying nice and warm. I consider it like the hearth of the build, and it's really nice. It's a nice touch inside of a fireplace, inside of a library mainly, as it's on the second floor, and it's very visible to see, but it's still open enough to be able to see everything else, and it's wonderful. And on top of that, it's this entire like fireplace is on top of an under like the first floor like locked off area for more restricted books, where she keeps more personal books in there. It might be a little bit different in subject, maybe darker, a little bit more open to different subjects and stuff, but it's really good. She poured her heart and soul into this build in general, which is why it's so hard to put this in second place, but we ended up deciding that anyways. And we'll get to the honorable mentions next. Honorable mentions, we have Ghosty with a really good take of the Backrooms. It's really nice. I actually got to play it. He wrote a little book for me, and it wrote like a bunch of cool instructions and stuff. I'll show it on screen. And it has a lot of really nice little passageways. It made me wonder about what I was doing. I actually have a clip of me freaking out because I was so invested into like the horror theme. Like, it got me into that mood, right? Ghost, you fucking
drink, bitch.
Why'd I jump to that? What? Why am I jumping? I'm playing Minecraft. What's gonna pop at me? A fucking pig? I'm on edge. Chat, what happened? I don't know why I thought something would pop out of me at the doors. You're welcome. Someone played a requested water, like drink bitch, which is my like drink water, hydrate, reward or redemption on the Twitch chat. And it actually made me jump. It made me startled a bit. Admittedly, maybe I'm a little wuss, but at the same time, it did the effect. Otherwise, this would be regular Minecraft and I wouldn't be jumping and stuff. I don't know why I thought like maybe something big, like a fucking monster would show up when it's Minecraft, where like there's nothing but pigs and cows and stuff in it. But I mean, hey, you never know. Maybe future patches of Minecraft we might have like the fucking, I guess the Enderman's it can be the Slender. Anyways, it's a really good take, and I really appreciate everything you did with this build, Ghost, and I appreciate you making it personalized for me to go check through. I'm sure my everyone else that went to go through, look through it and walk through it, they enjoyed it too. I love all the blood designs and stuff you did around it. It's redstone, and it's like pretty much like a basic blood design for most Minecraft builds, but it's amazing that you went this effort with making darker pits and just everything in general. I love the build a lot, man. I appreciate you. We also have another honorable mention with Hypecat. Hyper Ghost Cat over here. She made a awesome, I want to call it a water world, but she has it more like a glacial ice build up on the air, and it hasn't been finished yet. She actually admitted that it wasn't finished, but she wanted to show us, and I love that bravery because it's a stellar build. We had this awesome boat right off the front of it where it's like this waterfall thing with Grim. I won, by the way, which is probably why Grim didn't give you as many points. I'm just kidding, totally kidding. He loved it too. He loved every single bit about it. There's a lot of things that she did with this build, but if I were to be honest with you, it's just that dedication you put into putting every single block by hand. There's a lot of work you did there. Just fine little details and stuff in there. It's not finished, but it's also not like imperfect. It's amazing. It's stellar, and you're only going to go up from here. I very much appreciate your build in there. If you made it to the end of this video, that means you're here. You made it. Hello. You know who's first place now. We have a drum roll in here. Actually, not really. We don't have that budget, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Someone at home is doing it. I feel like Goose is probably doing it right now. He's doing the drum roll right now. We have Sock on first place. Hello. I have to talk about this real quick. This is a really fucking hard thing to decide. We were on like a really hard like three-way split between Raya and Tori and Sock, and I hope you guys know, if you guys were in the Twitch chat, you also understand how hard it was for me to decide this in general. We didn't decide it on Twitch. We spent a lot of time fixing a certain part of the map in Minecraft that was kind of corrupted, but while we were in there, we're also talking about the builds and stuff, and we realized how hard it would be to decide this stuff between me and Grim. It initially started with me and Grim doing the decisions, and then it became me, Grim, and Frost. But then to which we ended up having Mark show up, and then we had 4 of us vote for it. And then it became harder because we had a two-way split that in the end we decided on having the community's overall vote on that and everything else that came about with it too. So with Sock's build, let's go into and talk about why it did so well. We don't want to ever dock anyone for any of the builds they make, and I hope this is like not to discourage anyone or make anyone feel like, oh shit, this was like fucking, this is like, no way, I couldn't have that in my build. There's no way. We don't want to dock you guys for not having interior design or any of that kind of stuff, or any of those little extra gems of things in there, right? But we also want to reward you for going the extra mile and adding stuff in there, right? So if you didn't build, say if you make a house and it's a really small, like a walled house, there's no way to get in it, right? That's not a dock. It's still a building, and you went through the effort to design the building, and that's great, right? But if you go into the effort of building inside the house, then obviously I would argue that that actually is more effort into it, and there might be more cooler design in there. Maybe it's not good, then we don't dock you for it, right? Maybe you go inside and you design something and it's completely garbage, right? You just put wool everywhere. We're not going to dock you for it. It's whatever it is. But we can't just not reward someone for going in the extra mile and adding more detail to stuff, which Sock, I feel, did a lot. She made this tree, this giant tree. It's a stellar tree, and I'm not looking at any of this right now. This is going off of memory right now. So just so you know how well it stays in my head that I'm able to picture this entire build without actually not being there. There's a giant stellar red tree in the center of this build. This is the entire, like, the centerpiece. By that house, by that tree, there's a house in front of it. In that house, it connects to like 2 different houses. There's a house downward on the bottom side and the house up on the hill a little higher. And then like on top of this, like behind this tree, is this giant snowy peak of a mountain that she went through the effort of actually designing and adding other like little things on it. There's a little smaller red tree in there, which she didn't need to add, but she went for it anyways. There's a little river with a like boat system going on there. There's 2 boats. Admittedly, the boats are really good. They're amazing, and I love the little touch with it too. It just feels like when you're looking at this, you're looking at like an actual story-based area, and there's just a lot that goes into it. Honestly, Sock, you did a stellar job with this. I can go on about this for hours, and I don't have that kind of time. I think everyone else that's watching this in chat would understand that it is a really good build. It is stellar. The dragon on the top left also flying above there is really good. Just everything is so good, and it's well put together. I think it's a really good masterpiece of a work, and we'll go over the criterias of why we went to that decision so everyone knows in the future why we decided this. There were 4 main criterias we wanted to go with, and the 4 of them are cohesiveness, creativity, impressiveness, and personality. And as Frost kindly put it, would I like to spend there? Would I like to spend a lot of time there, right? Would I like to look at this thing for a really long time or be around it for a long time? And realistically, whenever I look at your piece, it's just so pleasant, even if I'm not interacting with it, right? It's just really pleasant. Not to say that I wouldn't want to be in the library, or that I wouldn't want to go to the water park or into that haunted game. Not that I wouldn't want to do any of that. And certainly not that I wouldn't want to be around a magical gem on top of a spire, right? But you know what I mean? There's a lot that goes into it. And it's a fun decision to make. Sock is the winner for this build off. And Sock will have a really cool title on the Discord. You guys will get your nitros later on. You'll get a cool warp for the server too, so everyone can always see your build. If you want to add to the build, of course, it's always welcome to add to your builds, guys. If you guys decide to build anything to your library, to your glacial water palace that you're making, like a water slide thing. If you're making anything else to your your harrowing, what's it called, the scary map, throw it in there. Throw more details and stuff like that. And if you want to add more to like the gem on the top of the cast, on the top of the spire, or like add more to the cities, add ogres and stuff, attack or anything like that, really throw it in there and resubmit it later. There's nothing wrong with it. Just go for it. Show us your work. I want to see your continuous progression with these builds. But you might not be able to for this next build. The next build battle, chat, I'm going to announce that now, is we're talking about movies. The theme is movies. Chat, if you have a favorite movie, Jurassic World, Fast and the Furious, you want to make a car, you want to make something really cool, you want to make Dominic Toretto, you want to make Sonic the Hedgehog, go for it. Make a movie themed anything. You want to make a movie theater? You want to make a movie theater? I know you want to make a movie theater. Do you want popcorn? Make popcorn in Minecraft? That sounds pretty cool. I think so too. Do you want to make some really cool and awesome stuff based around your favorite movies? Go for it. This is still a really open criteria to throw in there, but then you can get more of an advantage based on theme, and I think theme will make it a lot easier for us to decide a winner in the future builds. Don't scrap your builds. We're still going to need them, I promise you. Anything you guys build, once again, if you guys haven't been around for it in the community, anything you build on the server will be used in our future projects. So anything you build will always be used again, and someone will always know that you built it, as we will make a little cool thing with our world border thing to show that you're the one that built it. And then we can change little things around it on like survival maps or PvP maps or any other fun stuff we decide to do in the future. Anyways, guys, I've been Sly Fortress, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Buy my merch. Just kidding. Don't buy that unless you really can't afford it. But have an amazing rest of your day, night, or whatever it is. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. We'll actually finish deciding who's the winner for this on the 21st of May. Okay? See you guys on the 21st. All right. Bye-bye. Hello. Hey, don't go anywhere real quick. I got you. Hey, where are you going? Don't click off this video. I'm seeing you right now. Don't skip to this part of this episode or this video, whatever the fuck it is, please. It has taken me over 11 hours of work just to get this shit set together, okay? So do me a big, huge fucking favor and like the video. Go send it out. Send it to a friend. Share it. Share the video. If you were in this, please share it with a friend. Share it not with just one friend. Send it with 8 friends, please. If you just send it to people, have them click it. I just want the algorithm to kick off because I'm doing this every single fucking week if I could, or every bi-week, really, whenever I can do it and all that stuff, right? We're going out of our own hands to do this stuff. I have a lot of people helping me out with that too. On top of it, just send it to anyone. I do mean anyone. You have a fucking sibling, you have an aunt, an uncle, Obama. That's right, find his fucking info, get him. The president of the United States. It could be anyone depending on what time of the day you're watching this. This is currently made in 2022. Let me know what it is in the future. Hello, future self. Like, go out of your way, let someone know. Please send me snacks, go buy some stuff, help me out with this community, or just literally like the thing and leave a good comment in there. That's all I'm asking. Just enjoy the video, watch it. It was a lot of work into it. I have not done this. I did this all on my own. I literally have everything on my screen, just a fucking mess of notes and things I've been going back and forth on. It's been a very, very long day, and as you can probably tell, I put a lot of work into this thing, and it's been a longer week just working on this project as a whole. So if you like this stuff, please like it. I'll make a playlist for it on all the future videos we do. This is going to be a long-lasting series we do in this community, and I hope you enjoy it. It's also a first one, and I hope you guys enjoy this all. As always, later, guys. Goddamn.